Hello guys, this is Proxy and welcome to another hacking tutorial. Now in this tutorial I'm going to show you something very cool. It's called Wireshark and it's right over here and on my other window. So let me just drag this over here. Now Wireshark is a fantastic tool. What it does is that it sniffs out all the packet like we do through our aero dump. And what's cool about this is that you don't have to actually put your wireless card or your LAN cable or your LAN port into the monitor mode. So actually I'm just going to close this and begin from the very beginning. And I'm just going to type in Wireshark and hit enter. Now the thing is that Wireshark doesn't like to be run as root, so just hit enter. The problem with my interface is that with my user setup is that this is a sudo that I'm using, which is Proxy, but which is not Proxy but Groot. So the thing is that I have not given it capture packet capturing privileges. So there's that, and these are all the interfaces that you guys can use. Okay, so let's start from the very beginning and not just rush into it. So what Wireshark is going to do is that it's going to sniff out all the packets that's been going around in your environment. You can do the same thing with AirDump, but it's more suitable and it's more managed in Wireshark. So I'm going to use my LAN 0 interface, which is my wireless card, and this current screen right here where you can set capture filters. So if you just hit this screen, whatever bookmark thingy, so what this tells is that what kind of packets we are actually looking for. So you guys can specify the protocol, let it be 2CP, TCP or UDP or Internet Protocol version 6 or anything like that. So I'm just gonna leave this right here because this is gonna be an introduction video. So I'm not gonna go into a lot of details. So once you guys double click on this thing, and it will actually start capturing packets, and right now it's not, which is very weird. Let me see what I did wrong. Alright, so apparently I wasn't using the internet at all and I just started up my browser, and now I'm gonna start going through a couple of sites, and as you guys can see that we are getting hundreds and hundreds and thousands of what do you say, packets that are traveling through the air. Now before we get into a lot of it, and let me just close my browser, I don't want to flood my interface with wireless packets, and I'm just gonna click stop, which is very obvious right over here. Now what it did was actually, you know what, let me get a little bit more comfortable on in my chair, so wait a sec. Alright, so what it did was it captured all of the packets that are going through the network or going through the air. So LAN 0 is covering all of the, basically all of the packets that are going through its range, not my router but the range of the wireless card. So like I said, the when I opened up my browser, the site that I actually went to was tools.kali.org, and apparently one of my friends is visiting Facebook. Nice. So as you guys can see, this is all of the things that you guys can do with the Wireshark, but these are not the things. These are very limited number of things that you guys can do. So the next thing I want to tell you guys is that the color scheme organization, or actually I'm just gonna explain this to you later. Basically, every color represents a different protocol and different method and different connection that a particular IP address made to the server. So I'm gonna explain a little bit of all of these. What do you say, options and toolbars that we have over here. But the first thing I want you guys to do is go to edit and preferences, and one thing I really urge all of my students and friends is that change the layout. This layout, I suppose, is the default one. Nope, 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 nope. What was it? What is this? I don't know. Okay, I don't remember the default layout, but the thing is that I like my layout like that. And these, okay, so I haven't explained these. So what this is that these give you a little bit more detail. So actually, you know what, you guys aren't gonna need it for now. So you guys can actually just go to view and hide packet bytes. Basically, these are hexadecimal values for the packets. So you guys can change it to ASCII codes and bits. So we're not gonna actually deal with these, so I'm just gonna uh, you know make them disappear. and now it's not displaying. Now what this does is that this panel is actually very helpful. So if you click on any packet, let's just scroll down and go to these one because they look cool. And these, okay, see, this color represents transmission control protocol, or TCP. So you've got the port number and the destination port number, the sequence, and the ACK packets. Okay, have I told you about the AX10 and Christmas XMAS packets? Okay, I suppose I haven't told you guys. I should have covered that in Nmap tutorials. Okay, so I'm gonna explain. Okay, you know what? Let me just write this shit down because I have to explain it to you on the next video tutorial. Now, so these are all the uh, details about the packet, from which IP address it went to, and the destination of that IP address. Now this is actually really cool because you guys can actually track the site that a particular user is visiting. Now you guys can put in you guys can put in capture filters, which would be really helpful in case you guys want to look up a cookie that some guy actually requested, or a browser actually requested from a particular website, and you guys can actually capture the cookie, decrypt it if possible, and use that cookie to steal a session. Now I'm going to show you how to do that as well. We're going to try and get some social media accounts of my friends and or of my neighbors who are using my Wi-Fi card and Wi-Fi interface, and probably teach them a lesson. So that's that. And let me, okay, so this is the culling scheme. So if you just hit this button, it will, just take off all the colors, and you guys don't want that. It's actually really nice to have all of these colors in place because it really helps you understand what kind of what do you say, what kind of packets are going through. So, and what this menu does is that it will automatically scroll down, and it will keep scrolling down as new packets are discovered. So if there aren't a lot of people on your network, this is okay, you guys can have this automatically enabled. But suppose you're at a Starbucks and you're listening to everyone's traffic, which you should not, because that's illegal. But hey, don't get caught, you know what I'm saying. Anyways, I do not condone this. I do not condone this. But hey, don't get caught. So you guys shouldn't have this right over here because you guys just want to capture packets. Now the thing is that what we're gonna do in this video tutorial sub series is that we're actually going to be capturing some packets, and we're going to decrypt them to get the password. So the thing is that most of these packets, not most of those, almost each and every one of them that are going through my router are encrypted with the wireless password that I have and the encryption that my router uses. The thing is, you guys can decrypt it if you guys know the password of that router. So that's actually pretty cool to decrypt the HTTP traffic. So that's actually fun, and this is gonna come in real handy. And one of the things that I want to tell you, okay, so this is a basically boring overview, but trust me, you guys are gonna need it. And the next thing that I want to tell you guys about is the capture mode right over here. So if you guys go to capture and options, so these are all the options that are available to you. So one thing I want to stress is that always enable promiscuous mode. I can't pronounce shit. So promiscuous mode on all interfaces. So what promiscuous mode does is that instead of listening to your traffic, or traffic that is designated to your IP address, it will start listening to each and every IP addresses. And remember, whenever you guys connect to an open Wi-Fi network, what it does is that shit pops up on your screen and says, hey, this is an open Wi-Fi network, and you might get tricked into a website that you really don't want to go, or your packets, okay, it doesn't say your packets might be sniffed. But the thing is that do not connect to an open Wi-Fi until and unless you are using a VPN. So there's that, and then we have other options such as output and more options. I'm gonna explain to you all of these later in the video tutorial. And let me just close this out. Just remember that you guys want to enable promiscuous mode, you guys can manage interfaces. So I'm just gonna use wireless area network because most of the people are actually connected to Wi-Fi these days, and I hardly see any guy use Ethernet cables. But the thing is that in professional network environments, okay, let's take an example of banks usually don't use Wi-Fi to connect their computers to the main server because it can be easily cracked. And even if I put just suppose I get a Raspberry Pi, I strap on a power bank, and install Kali Linux on it, and just let it run on the lowest megahertz possible, and replace and keep replacing the power bank over and over again. The thing is that, let's say, even if it takes a month, I will come across a packet that would help me to get into the system. So you guys actually don't want these companies or these organizations, these banks don't actually want to use wireless area networks, but this can also sniff out ethernet packets. And if I actually get my hands on all of those tools, I can actually show you how to make a sniffer out of power over Ethernet and a little bit of Linux distribution. So that could be fun, and you guys would okay, if I get the parts, I would actually show you how to get an Arduino to work for you. So I'm just gonna close this out. The other settings that we have is zoom in, zoom out. I actually zoom in a little bit more because I like to see each and every word. And this is the default value for zooming in. This is resize packets, and if you guys click over here, this is gonna resize them. And then you guys all okay. So if you guys want to learn more about them, and you can wait for the tutorial that's gonna be coming tomorrow, because now we are uploading every day, by the way. So you guys can actually go online and see different packet types that people have actually captured and uploaded. So you guys can study them, and this is for opening them, and you guys can obviously save your session right over here. And then we've got edit, so you guys can edit the packets, because when you actually capture a cookie, you guys can edit on the fly. Then we have a lot of other options that are available over here, and I am not going to explain them to you in theory, but we're going to actually be doing a lot of practical with this. So this is going to be a lot of fun, guys. And one thing I forgot to mention is that in this wireless hacking tutorial, I'm actually going to be telling you about phishing by the end of Wireshark tutorials, I suppose. Also one thing that I forgot to mention at all is a wonderful tool called Man in the Middle Proxy. Yeah, Man in the Middle Proxy. It's a great tool. It actually helps you understand what is going on between you and the server that's communicating. So suppose you're communicating with an API on the server, alright, and you guys obviously cannot tell what exactly is going on if you put in Man in the Middle Proxy. So you guys can actually capture all of those responses that the server is giving you, and you guys are sending to a server. So let's just say you guys have an IoT device, and it's communicating to the server to get a random key to unlock a particular option on that IoT device. So you guys obviously don't have an access to the API, or sometimes you can't even see what's happening in the background. So Man in the Middle Proxy tool, it's amazing. I'm gonna put a video tutorial on that as well. So remind me, guys, if I forget to upload it, and it's actually gonna be a lot of fun. So that's it for today's video, guys. I know it is very short. I don't think it's even 5 freaking minutes, but this is what it is, and I'm gonna be explaining all of the things in more detail and in a more practical way. I am really freaking tired now, and I just wanted to put up a video and probably show you guys something more interesting. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more of us and see how to capture proxies and cookies, hit that subscribe button down somewhere right over there. I can't actually point my finger. And if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments down below, and I will be answering each and every one of them. And the guy who requested that video, I promise to you it's gonna come by the end of the week, because we are uploading every day. So I guess I get the right to say that subscribe to us to see more of us, because we upload every freaking day. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video tutorial. See ya.